Somerset slipped to a surprise 8-run defeat to Worcestershire in the FLt20, their second successive loss, this one in front of an expectant crowd in Taunton. Marcus Trescothick won the toss and decided to chase later on, allowing Moeen Ali and Tilan Samarawira, the former Sri Lankan all-rounder, to get going on another hot day in the southwest. The Sri Lankan had some luck off a slow ball from Alfonso Thomas, but that luck soon ran out as he lost his leg stump on the sweep just after he'd hit Yasser Arafat for 2 fours in 3 balls at the start of the third over. The fourth over, delivered by Steve Kirby, was an expensive one as Ali showed the kind of form he's been producing for much of this season. He smashed Kirby for 3 successive boundaries and 4 in the over to take his side onto 42 for 1 after the first 4 entertaining overs. In spite of that over costing 16 runs, Trescothick kept the bowler on. A good decision, as with the first ball of his next one, Kirby had Ali caught behind off a top edge before he bowed at the outgoing batsman. With the power play overs finishing with Worcestershire on 51 for 2, Somerset tried to put the squeeze on, only for Alexei Kavesi to ruin an excellent Peter Trigo over with a maximum. Max Waller's opening over cost only 6 runs, and he then cleverly bowled Daryl Mitchell with a top spinner to leave the visitors on 75 for 3 in the 10th over. Waller received a little more punishment from Andre Russell, who belted the bowler back over his head for a 6. A result he repeated in the next over as Kirby's slower ball was picked up well by the West Indian. With Russell in, Worcestershire were on the move. But not for long. Waller struck again in his final over by having the dangerous Russell caught in the deep by Jos Buttler after the batsman had blasted 21 off 16 deliveries. Waller ended with 2 for 27 from his 4 good overs, the kind of figures Kirby could only dream of after Kavesi struck his second 6 to get to a 50 off just 39 balls. He was the man who pinned his side's innings together. The former Somerset all-rounder Gareth Andrew didn't last long at the other end. On 1 he nicked Craig Macheda behind. And then in the next over, the 17th, Kavesi gave his wicket away with a one-handed swat off Yasser Arafat to Buttler at long off. Kavesi made 53 and another wicket at the end pegged Worcestershire back further. Ben Cox was the 7th man out as his side ended on 168 for 7. 13 runs had come off the last over and the Royals now kept the momentum with them as Craig Keyswetter was out to the 4th ball of the reply with a thick edge to Shaikh Chowdhury. Keyswetter went for a duck, but Trescothick, who suffered too many of them himself of late, soon looked back to his best. Form is temporary, of course, and the skipper proved that as he hit a number of early boundaries in partnership with Trigo, who was also looking in good nick as 33 runs came off the first 4 overs. Trescothick then thumped Andrew's slower delivery over long on, and it was just like old times. This pair gave their side the start they wanted, but then Trigo on a runner ball 24 got too much under a hit off Joe Leach to offer Russell a simple catch in the deep. Nick Compton was included in this team and he now took the total to 90 in the 13th over with Trescothick, who crucially was out for a 38 ball 49 when he failed to middle a shot off Jack Chantry and was caught at deep cover by Ali. So 69 were wanted off the last 6 overs and Somerset were then in some trouble as Compton also fell, Russell with another catch as the batsman departed for 16. The situation was ideally set for Buttler and for a while he didn't disappoint. He deposited Ali for 1-6 in the 16th over and followed that up with 2 more maximums in the next one, bowled by Andrew, and that left Somerset with 34 more runs to get off the final 3 overs. It was going to be a nail-biter. Well, it should have been, but at the worst moment, Somerset lost James Hildreth after he helped a Leach full bunger out to Kavesi. And then, just 4 balls later, the big wicket of Buttler arrived. He'd struck 27 off only 13 balls when he was held at the second attempt, behind by Cox. A third wicket in the space of 9 balls followed as Macheda walked across his stumps and was trapped in front by Chantry. The 18th and 19th overs had brought 3 wickets and only 14 runs, leaving 20 to get off the final one. After this edge swing from Arafat went for 4. Thomas struck a 6 as 11 runs came off the first 4 balls of the final 6, but when Thomas found Kavesi instead of the gap to the penultimate delivery, the match was over for the home side. This was a game they would have fancied winning, especially at home, but the eventual result was a defeat by 8 runs, giving Worcestershire just their second win in 5 attempts. For Somerset, that's 2 wins and 2 losses from 4. They now head to Northampton for an important game on Wednesday.